Hi everyone, I hope you've been well. I was not planning on recording, but I came home from work and it is a little hot, which is why you're seeing this minimal kind of ponytail look on me. But anyway, I came home and I saw this package waiting for me. So this is the back of it, which from this I should have known that it was from overseas because in the United States we actually have the return the sender's address on the front of the envelope. And then, of course, if I can do this well, can you all see this? So, barring my address and everything, I looked at the package, and I don't know if I've ever shared this with anyone, but I used to collect stamps as a kid, and I was really into a lot of stamps from the UK as well as Asian stamps and various stamps from the United States. I think the oldest stamp that I remember personally buying were stamps from the I want to say it must have been 1990, early 1990s or so, when the post office in the United States was doing a commemoration of the 50-year anniversary of World War II. And so, yeah, actually, I think it started 1989, 1990, and so on. But anyway, so I saw this and I thought, oh, it's Her Majesty's, crown, right? So I was like, surely Jules didn't send something. And then, of course, I looked at the senders and I was like, oh, Jay, it's her. So I wasn't planning on filming because I'm not really suitable for filming. It's been a long day. But I don't know if you guys can see this. But there was just so many things and I started to peer inside. I told myself, actually, don't open it. Open it later when you can actually film. And then I was like, it's okay. I can open it, which is why if you look at this part, do you see how it looks all ragged? It's because I just started to kind of ease my little finger into this as I was having lunch today, and then before I knew it, the package was open, right? And then I was like, well, it's okay. I can just read the card, which is here, and I told myself, it's okay, I can just read the card. And I don't know what you're talking about, Jules. It says here, I apologize in advance for the print. And I'm like, you have very pretty penmanship. Anyway, so then I got to the postcard, which is this. And for those of you who've been reading the blog for a while, you know that Jules has family in South Africa, and so she, goes to South Africa. And Jules, this is my first South African postcard from South Africa, so I will treasure it. It will go on my memory board. And I did read the message, and so sweet. And as always, I think you're quite witty. Anyway, I won't share what she wrote. But then I was telling myself, it's okay. You got to read the card, so you can wait to open the rest. And some of you already know I don't like waiting a whole lot. I'm usually one of those people who will actually skip to the end of a book just to read the ending of the book so that I can then take my time enjoying the story now that I know how it ends. Or sometimes I'll do that with dramas that have already ended and I'm just trying to play catch up, right? So I did that with Goo Family Book, and I am working towards catching up with Goo Family Book. I'm slowly watching episode 19. And then this past weekend, I happened to be on Twitter, and Jules was teasing me a little bit about, do you really want to know how 100 Years Inheritance really ends? And for the first time, I told myself no, because as much as I want to know how it ends, I think because of the way I feel about the series, if I find out how it ends, then I'll just be like, we're done. I don't need to watch anymore. So that's actually the one series that I am not going to be looking at the end to see. I can't even talk. But anyway, okay, so long story short, I found myself wanting to peek a little bit more. So she's so like organized. Can you all see this? It's all the little packages are like prettily wrapped, and Jules, I thought about just opening it and then taking a picture of all the items for you to show my appreciation. And then I thought, no, because if I were the sender, I would actually enjoy watching the person open, right? So even though you are many, many thousand miles away from me, at least through the beauty of YouTube and such, you get to see my reaction. So first package, here we go. And then for those of you who are twinkles and you are watching this, you get to then see what kind of things Jules has sent. I've never been to South Africa, although I have certainly read novels of South Africa and seen movies of South Africa. So Jules said that she actually, what's the word I'm looking for? Packaged some stuff from South Africa and then some from the UK. Oh my gosh. You'll see why I'm smiling later. Okay, so this is the first. Oh, and look, if I position it just so, can you see me through the eyes? Oh well. It looks like I'm wearing the mask, huh? This is so cool. Okay, so Jules, after you see this video, you're going to have to tell me exactly if this mask is related to a certain tribe or if there's a ceremonial purpose. It's decorative, I think, right? You hang it from here. And I think it's wood. Oh, my family is going to be so pleased because my parents actually go on medical missions and they've already been to Ghana a few times and Madagascar, and anytime they go travel they always bring back stuff, so I can now finally add to the collection something of my own. Oh, this is so nice. Thank you. I love the coloring, and I assume it's handcrafted. Oh, guys, sorry, this video is going to be super long because I wanted to share with you the detailing. Can you all see the detailing on that? Like here especially, you can see where they've, where the carver has really dug some stuff in. Oh, this is so nice. Alright, so the thing that I was smiling at, she wrapped it in this. Can you all see this? And I love the fact that it's food related. And my suspicion is that it's from the UK. You'll have to tell me if this is from a place that. And the reason why is this. I don't know if South Africa does this, but can you all see it's in grams? 150 grams. Yes, I'm a nerd this way. I take pleasure in little details like that. But anyway, alright, that's enough. Alright, so there's this package. Let's see what this says. Instructions. To set the time, pull the winder knob on the top of the watch up. It's now in a position where the hands of the watch move freely when you turn it. To set the time, push the knob back down again. Oh, and it's a wind up. Jules, wow, how did you know that I love watches? I'm always complaining that I don't have enough time, and she had made a comment about how she got me something for time, but I actually was trying to get one of those. Some of you who are old enough remember that they used to have a lot of the watches in the olden days used to be the wind-ups, the wristwatches where you wind them up and then it runs for about 24 hours and then you wind it up again and it'll just continue to. And so I remember that I used to have a Peanuts Lucy watch, and then I would wind that up, and I don't know what happened to it. And so I was on eBay a while back trying to see if I could find another one that would do that. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to have to ask you if this is from the UK or if this is from South Africa. Alright, so sorry, I'm getting distracted here. This is what it looks like, everyone. Can you all see this? It reminds me of one of those not the remember-alls, but the little time thing from Harry Potter. And then we've got these wings here. And then I love how it shifts. And it just turns. And then the numbers, of course, are in Roman numeral, which is awesome. In the back, you can see the time gear. I love the fact that this is not battery operated, but it's a wind up. Oh, that's so cool. And then I can actually wear it. My students are not going to pay attention to anything I have to say in lecture because they'll be looking at this cool watch pendant, clock pendant. Oh, thank you. Alright, but seriously, I want to know if this is a UK or a South Africa piece. So, ooh, it says Hotel Chocolates or Chocolat, Drops, Gemstones. Okay, and then this actually is a London brand. So, I'll have to hide this so no one can eat it except me. Yes, I am that selfish. Ooh, and it says Gemstones. It says pure chocolate fusions to melt on the tongue. And I love the fact that everything is in grams and ounces, because in the United States we have some, but for the most part, it's just so cool. I love this. It says country of origin UK. Can you all see that? So here's a kind of a weird fact that some of you probably don't know about, and I hope, I wouldn't have mentioned it, but when I was in school, I'm talking about like junior high and high school, which I guess is before college. I used to love reading a lot of British novels and watching a lot of British films. And so I used to drive my friends crazy trying to pretend that I was British, speaking with a British accent. I know, it was so embarrassing, huh? But yeah, they asked me politely to stop after a while. So I think since then I just don't try anymore because anyway, so this little friend, can you all see? Oh, he's so cute. Aww. Jules had told me when I first started communicating with her because of the blog that she had, I think, taken a course or two at Oxford University, and I couldn't remember if you worked if you work at Oxford or you just happen to live nearby, or whether you're a student there or what have you. But oh, it's so cute. You guys all see this? This was actually the one place I wanted to go to when I went to visit England a few years ago. We just didn't have time because it was kind of out of the way. I think Oxford's, we would have had to rent a car or something to drive down to Oxford. And at the time when I went to visit my younger sister, she's not into a lot of history stuff, so she wanted to just stay in London proper and do a lot of the touristy stuff. And so I said, can't we just go to Oxford? I do want to check out their library. And she just said, why? So Oxford University was one of those things I never got around to taking a look at. But, oh, look how cute this is, guys. Alright, oh. So this weekend, apparently Maui was talking about her little bear collection or doll collection, and then Jules piped in that she had a plushy rabbit collection. I don't know how you knew, but I have a pretty extensive bear collection. So my little Oxford bear, I'll just name him Jules if you don't mind. Jules will be joining that collection today. Alright, and then I'm thinking that this is from South Africa, yes? The beads and such. Oh, and there's two pieces. This is so cool. So I assume this is from South Africa, right, Jules? You have to tell me. I think it's one of those hand bracelets. Can you all see this? This is so neat. It's a very pretty hand art, I'll call it. Aww. Alright, then let's see what this is. So it's just this, and then I love how even the latch is the beading as well. So, can you all see that? Oh, this is so pretty. Thank you, Jules. I don't know if I can get myself to wear it though, because it's so nice. It's like taking something that should be on display under glass. Okay, so I'm a little funny that way. I do like to preserve things and things like this. As much as I love, I don't use them as much for everyday purposes because I don't want them to wear down a whole lot. My friends and family are always teasing me about certain books that I have. I used to lend people books to borrow. People don't get to borrow my books anymore. It's so sad because I just like them in pristine condition. So these are so nice. Yeah, I have a lot of questions in my email for you as to which ones are from South Africa. I feel like a lot of the things that you've given me are from South Africa, right? The only things that are from the UK, I believe, are the chocolates and the little Jules bear. Okay, hold on. This is taped very tightly, and I don't know if any of this is breakable. So, oh, and then of course the. Yeah, I really don't know because it looks like something that you could find in an antique store. I don't know. Hold on, let me check something because I think. No, she doesn't say what this is. Her postcard said that she just had the postcard, and then she ended up getting a few souvenirs from me from South Africa. But it doesn't really say what this is. Okay, so I'm just going to show it to you. I put it on my finger. It's a very pretty design. And honestly, it looks like it's made of wood, but it's really heavy for wood. And the finish on this is incredibly smooth. That's why I thought at first that it was stone. Okay, so it could be one of two things. A decorative little vase that you go like this, which kind of makes me wonder that it is. Because I don't think you would stand it up like this. I mean, it doesn't make sense to. Unless you're using it as a paperweight. Oh, here. Can you see the detailing on this? It's really pretty. Yeah, I can't tell. Because if it's wood, it's an incredibly dense wood. But it looks like wood. Oh, okay. Sorry. I tend to fixate on certain things. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to flip it because I get the feeling it's supposed to be a little vase like this. So. Alright, long story short, I did want to share this with you. Hopefully, Jules, you felt like as you saw me unwrap this, I'm sure a part of you was like, what is she doing? But all these gifts, thank you so much. And then, I hope you don't mind, but I am naming, I guess it should be a her, huh? Jules. But if you look, the little bear looks distinctly like a little boy, don't you think? A guy can be named Jules, right? So, there's Jules. And then I've got this to add to my collection. And then we mustn't forget the postcard. And you guys, look how cute this is. One of the animals that I do collect, and I don't have a whole lot of elephants, is the elephant. And my interest in elephants actually started because of Agatha Christie. I used to read her novels quite a bit when I was in the 7th and 8th grade. That translates to about, 12, 13 years old. And I used to read a lot of Agatha Christie novels. By a lot, I meant like a month's worth. Because I used to be one of those fickle readers where I would just go totally into one author for about a month, read anything and everything I can find about that author, and then move on to a different author, the next month. But I just remember Agatha Christie had this book that was titled Elephants Can Remember, and it was something that just had stayed with me, or has stayed with me after all these years after having read it. But so this is such a cute postcard. Anyway, this is way longer than I intended, so I'm going to end it here, and maybe I'll just make this a private video so Jules gets to see. 21 minutes is a long time. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you later. Bye!